What is going on, everyone? It's Ultimate Spy 53 here, and today is my birthday. I am 22 years old. It's finally happened, yay. So I figured I'd do one video for today, nothing else, because I have a whole day ahead of me, with college and everything, and I have to do my birthday anyway. But I figured for the one video I would do accents, because I love accents and it's my birthday, and so I figured I might as well do so. I have several accents I can do. British, obviously, one American accent that's not the one I use right now, which is the Southern accent I can do pretty well with. And then there's the British one, Scottish one, Irish one, and a Russian one. I can't really do anything else besides that one. But yeah, I figured I'll do that because it's like a really fun thing. I love accents. So I have most of the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring lines here, like some of the really good quotes in here. So I figured I might as well try out doing some of the accents I have using these quotes from Fellowship of the Ring. A lot of these you're probably going to recognize, but I figured I might as well do it. I had to cut some of the stuff out because it's just not worth it, but I think some of these quotes are really good and I want to try different accents, so I will try to do it like maybe every line. Like every character line that I do, I change accents. I basically go from, let's say, British, Southern American, Scottish, Irish, and then back to American, like the Southern American. So I'll start with British, and then go to all the way until so American, Southern will be the last one, and I'm pretty good at that. So I've been practicing a lot, and I think I'm pretty good with it. So obviously my British accent, so I'll go ahead and start with that. So the first one is it's obviously all from Lord of the Rings. I was going to do other ones, but it's gonna take more time to do that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do this. It's gonna be fun. I'm probably not gonna do looking at the camera a whole lot because I want to get this down, but this is my accents. So it's all different accents, starting with a British accent, going with the first line. Gentlemen, we do not stop till nightfall. Okay, Scottish. What about breakfast? Irish. You've already had it. Let's try Russian. We've had one, yes. What about second breakfast? American, Southern. I don't think now it's about second breakfast, Pip. British. What about 11 says? Luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper? He knows about that, doesn't he? I wouldn't count on it. Okay, here's a long one. This is the prologue from the beginning of the movie. I'm gonna do this all in I just did Scottish, so all in an Irish accent. Okay. It all began with the forging of the great rings. That sounds like a Scottish actor there. It all began with the forging of the great rings. 3 were given to the elves, immortal, wisest and fairest of all beings. 7 to the dwarf lords, great miners and craftsmen of mountain halls. And 9 rings were gifted to the race of men, who above all else desire power. For within these rings was bound the strength and the will to govern over each race. But they were all of them deceived, for another ring was made. In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all others, and into this ring he poured all of his cruelty, his malice, and his will to dominate all life. One ring to rule them all. One by one, the free peoples of Middle-earth fell to the power of the ring, but there were some who resisted. A last alliance of men and elves marched against the armies of Mordor, and on the very slopes of Mount Doom, they fought to the freedom of Middle-earth. Victory was near, but the power of the ring could not be undone. It was in this moment, when all hope had faded, that Isildur, son of the king, took up his father's sword, and Sauron, enemy of the free peoples of Middle-earth, was defeated. The ring passed to Isildur, who had this one chance to destroy evil forever. But the hearts of men are easily corrupted, and the ring of power has a will of its own. It betrayed Isildur to his death, and some things that should not have been forgotten were lost. History became legend, legend became myth, and for 2,500 years the ring passed out of all knowledge, until when chance came, the ring ensnared a new bearer. The ring came to the creature Gollum, who took it deep into the tunnels, under the misty mountains, and there it consumed him. The ring gave to Gollum the unnatural long life. For 500 years it poisoned his mind, and in the gloom of Gollum's cave it waited, Darkness crept back into the forest of the world. Rumor grew of a shadow in the east, whispers of a nameless fear, and the ring of power perceived its time had now come. It abandoned Gollum, but then something happened that the ring did not intend. It was picked up by the most unlikely creature imaginable, a hobbit, Bilbo Baggins of the Shire. For the time will soon come when hobbits will shape the fortunes of all. I hope that was pretty good. I've been practicing a lot. I know a pretty good one. Okay, Russian. The world has changed. I feel it in the water. I feel it in the earth. I smell it in the air. Much that once was is lost. For none now live who remember it. It began with the forging of the great rings. 3 were given to the elves, immortal, wisest and fairest of all beings. 7 to the dwarf lords, great minders and craftsmen of mountain halls. And 9 rings were gifted to the race of men who above all else desired power. But they were all of them deceived, for another ring was made. In the lands of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all others, and into this ring he poured his cruelty, his malice, and his will to dominate all life. 1 ring to rule them all. Okay, I'm just gonna name each accent. American Southern. Yard light. That was. That's just okay. I'm for now on. I'm gonna do any line that is 2 words or more. I'm gonna just add it. I'm gonna have it like 1. I'm gonna have like in this case 2. And we just never liked Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrived precisely when he means to. English. You're British. English British. Go back, Sam. I'm going to Mordor alone. Of course you are. And I'm coming with you. Okay. I'm gonna bump it up to two lines per. I'm gonna bump it up, just for the sake of the accent. I'm gonna bump it up to 2 lines per accent because it's just a little more fun. One does not simply walk into Mordor. One doesn't simply walk into Mordor. Its black gates are guarded by more than just orcs. There is evil there that does not sleep, and the Great Eye is ever watchful. It is a barren wasteland, riddled with fire and ash, dust. The very air you breathe is a poisonous fume. Not with 10,000 men could you do this. It is folly. If by my life or death I can protect you, I will. You have my sword, and you have my bow, and my axe. You carry the fate of us all let alone. If this is indeed the will of the council, then Gondar will see it done. It's the fun part of it. Mordor. I hope the others find a safer road. Strider will look after them. I don't suppose we'll ever see them again. We may yet. Mr. Frodo, we may. Sam, I'm glad you're with me. Fly, you fools. This is it. This is what? If I take one more step, it'll be the farthest away from home I've ever been. Come on, Sam. Remember what Bilbo used to say. It's a dangerous business, Frodo, going out the door. You step onto the road and you don't keep your feet. There's no knowing what you might be sucked off to. I will take the ring to Mordor. Though I do not know the way. I don't know what it is you saw, but for it is also in my mind. It is what will come to pass. If you should fail, the fellowship is breaking. It has already begun. People trying to take the ring, you know whom I speak. One by one, it will destroy them. That sounds like a Brooklyn accent or something like that. If you ask it of me, I will give you the one ring. You offer it to me freely. I do not deny that my heart has greatly desired this. In the place of a Dark Lord, you would have a queen, not dark, but beautiful and terrible as a lord. Treacherous as the seas, stronger than the foundations of the earth. All shall love me in despair. I have passed the test. I will diminish, and go into the west, and remain Galadriel. I cannot do this alone. You are a ring bearer, Frodo. To bear a ring of power is to be alone. This is Ninya, the ring of adornment, and I am its keeper. This task was appointed to you, and and if you do not find the way, no one will. I know what I must do. It's just that I'm afraid to do it. Even the smallest person can change the course of the future. I swore to protect you. Can you protect me from yourself? Okay, maybe pub number 3 now. I would have gone with you to the end, into the very fires of Mordor. Are you frightened? Yes, not nearly frightened enough. I know what haunts you. Anyways, you need a people of intelligence on this sort of mission quest thing. My father is a noble man, but his rule is failing, and our people lose faith. He looks to me to make things right, and I will do it. I will see the glory of Gondor restored. Have you ever seen it, Aragorn? The White Tower of Escavon, glimmering like a spike of pearl and silver. Its banners caught high in the morning breeze. Have you ever been called home by the clear ring of silver trumpets? I have seen the White City long ago. One day, our pals will lead us there, and the tower guard shall take up the call. The lords of Gondor have returned. It just sounds so funny when I say it. Before you came along, we Bagginses were very well thought of. If you're referring to the incident with the dragon, I was barely involved. All I did was give your uncles and knock out of the door. Whatever you did, you've been officially labeled as a disturber of the peace. We must move on. We cannot linger. They have taken the bridge and the second hall. We have barred the gates, but cannot hold them for long. The ground shakes, drums in the deep. We cannot get out. A shadow lurks in the dark. We cannot get out. They are coming. It is a strange fate that we should suffer so much fear and doubt over so small a thing. Hold out your hand, Frodo. It's quite cool. What do you see? Can you see anything? Nothing. There is nothing. Wait, there are markings. It's some form of Elvish. I cannot read it. There are few who can. The language is that of Mordor, which I will not utter here. Mordor? In the common tongue it reads, one ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and the darkness find them. My dear Frodo, hobbits really are amazing creatures. You can learn all there is to know about their ways in a month. And after 100 years, they can still surprise you. His strength returns. That wound would never fully heal. He will carry it the rest of his life. And yet, to have come so far, still bearing the ring, the Hobbit has shown extraordinary resilience to its evil. It is a burden we should never have had to bear. We can ask no more, Frodo. Gandalf, the enemy is moving. Sauron's forces are northing to the east. His eye is fixed on Rivendell. And Saruman, you tell me, has betrayed us. Our list of allies grows thin. His treachery runs deeper than you know. By foulcraft, Saruman has crossed orcs with goblin men. He's breeding an army in the caverns of Isengard. An army that can move in sunlight and cover great distance at speed. Saruman is coming for the ring. This evil cannot be concealed by the power of the elves, who do not have the strength to withstand both Mordor and Isengard. Gandalf, the ring cannot stay here. This evil belongs to all of Middle-earth. They must decide now how to end it. The time of the elves is over. My people are leaving these shores. Who will you look to when we've gone? The dwarves? They toil away in caverns seeking riches. They care nothing for the troubles of others. It is in men that we must place our hope. Men are weak. The blood of Numenor is all spent, its pride and dignity forgotten. It is because of men the ring survives. I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago. I was there the day the strength of men failed. I led a Isildur deep into the fires of Mount Doom, where the ring was forged, the one place it could be destroyed. Isildur kept the ring. It should have ended that day, but evil was allowed to endure. There's no strength left in the world of men. They're scattered, divided, leaderless. There is one who could unite them, one who could reclaim the throne of Gondor. He turned from that path a long time ago. He has chosen exile. What do you want? A little more caution from you. That is no trinket you carry. I carry nothing. Indeed, I can avoid being seen if I wish, but to disappear entirely. That is a rare gift. The dwarf breathed so loud, we could have shot him in the dark. What is this new devilry? A Balrog, a demon of the ancient world. This foe is beyond any of you. Run. They have a cave through. I have been dealt a wound beyond all of healing, for I have looked last upon that which was fairest. Henceforth I will call nothing fair unless it be her gift to me. What was it? I asked her for one hair from her golden head. She gave me 3. There was one other who knew well had the ring. I looked everywhere for the creature growling, but the enemy found him first. I don't know how long I tortured him, but through the endless screams and the inane babble, they desired 2 words. No, Frodo, you must take it. You cannot offer me this ring. I'm giving it to you. Don't tempt me, Frodo. I dare not take it, not even to keep it safe. Understand, Frodo, I would use this ring from a desire to do good, but through me, it will wield a power too great and too terrible to imagine. It's a dangerous business going out your door. You step onto the road, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no telling where you might be swept off to. Confound it all, Samwise Gamgee. How have you been eavesdropping? I ain't been dropping no eaves, sir, honest. I was just cutting the grass under the window there, if you'll follow me. A little late for trimming the bird, don't you think? I heard raised voices. What did you hear? Speak. No, nothing important. That is, I heard a great deal about a ring and a Dark Lord and something about the end of the world. But please, Mr. Gandalf, sir, don't hurt me. Don't tell me anything unnatural. Strangers from distant lands, friends of old, you have been summoned here to answer the threat of Mordor. Middle-earth stands upon the brink of the destruction. None can escape it. You will unite or you will fail. Each race is bound to this fate, this one doom. Bring forth the ring, Frodo. So, it is true. In a dream, I saw the eastern sky grow dark, but in the west, a pale light lingered. A voice was crying, the doom is near at hand. Isildur's bane is found. Isildur's bane. Boromir, never before has anyone dared utter words of that tongue here. I do not ask for pardon, Master Elrond. The black speech of Mordor may yet be heard in every corner of the West. The ring is altogether evil, is a gift to the foes Mordor. Why not use this ring? Long has my father, the Steward of Gondor, kept the forces of Mordor at bay. By the blood of our people are your lands kept safe. Give Gondor the weapon of the enemy. Let us use it against him. You cannot wield it. None of us can. The one ring answers to Sauron alone. It has no other master. And what would a ranger know of this matter? There is no mere ranger. He is Aragorn, son of Arathorn. You owe him your allegiance. Aragorn, this is Isildur's heir, and heir to the throne of Gondor. Sit down, Legolas. Gondor has no king. Gondor means no king. Aragorn is right. You cannot use it. We have only one choice. The ring must be destroyed. The ring cannot be destroyed, Gimli, son of Gloin, by any craft that we here possess. The ring was made in the fires of Mount Doom. Only there can it be unmade. The ring must be taken deep into Mordor and cast back into the fiery chasm from whence it came. One of you must do this. One does not simply walk into Mordor. Its black gates are guarded by more than just orcs. There is evil there that does not sleep. The great eye is ever watchful. It is a barren wasteland, riddled with fire, ash, and dust. The very air you breathe is a poisonous fume. And with 10,000 men could you do this? It is folly. Have you heard nothing Lord Elrond has said? The ring must be destroyed. And I suppose you think you're the one to do it. And if we fail, what then? What happens when Sauron takes back what is his? I will be dead before I see the ring in the hands of an elf. Never trust an elf. I think you should leave the ring behind, Bilbo. Is that so hard? Well, no. And yes, now it comes to it, I don't feel like parting with it. It's mine, I found it, it came to me. There's no need to get angry. Well, if I'm angry, it's your fault. It's mine, my own, my precious. Precious. It's been called that before, but not by you. Oh, what business is of yours? What I do with my own things. I think you've had the ring quite long enough. You want to try it yourself, Bilbo Baggins. Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks. I am not trying to rob you. I am trying to help you. What's this? A ranger caught off his guard? Why do you fear the past? You are Isildur's heir, not Isildur himself. You are not bound to his fate. The same blood flows in my veins, the same weakness. Your time will come. You will face the same evil, and you will defeat it. I'm old Gandalf. I know I don't look it, but I'm beginning to feel it in my heart. I feel thin, sort of stretched like butter scraped over too much bread. I need a holiday, a very long holiday, and I don't expect I shall return. In fact, I mean not to. The trees are strong, my lord. Their roots go deep. Rip them all down. I think there's more to this hobbit than meets the eye. The first time would soon come, when hobbits would shape the fortunes of all. Moria, you fear to go into those minds. The dwarves delve into greedily and too deep. You know what they awoke in the darkness of Khazad-dûm, shadow and flame. Frodo suspects something. Of course he does. He's a Baggins, not some block-headed brace-girdle from Hardbottom. They were once men, great kings of men. Then Sauron the Deceiver gave to them 9 rings of power. Blinded by that greed, they took them without question, one by one, falling into darkness. Now they are slaves to his will. They are the Nazgûl, ring-wraiths, neither living nor dead. At all times they feel the presence of the ring, drawn to the power of the one. They will never stop hunting you. I know you suffer. I see it day by day. Are you sure you do not suffer needlessly? There are other ways, Frodo, other paths we might take. I know what you would say, and it would seem like wisdom, but for the warning in my heart. Warning? Against what? But to let our fear drive us to destroy what hope we have. Don't you see? This is madness. There is no other way. I ask only for the strength to defend my people. If you would but lend me the ring. Why do you recoil? I am no thief. You are not yourself. What chance do you think you have? They will find you. They will take the ring, and you will beg for death before the end. 60 years, the ring lay quiet in Bilbo's keeping, prolonging his life, delaying old age, but no longer. Frodo, evil is stirring in Mordor. The ring has awoken. It's heard its master's call, but he was destroyed. Sauron was destroyed. No, Frodo, the spirit of Sauron endured. His life force is bound to the ring, and the ring survived. Sauron has returned. His orcs have multiplied. His fortress of Barad-dûr is rebuilt in the land of Mordor. Sauron needs only his ring, only this ring, to cover all the land with the second darkness. He is seeking it. All his thought is bent on it. The ring yearns to go home, to return to the hand of its master. The A1, the ring of the Dark Lord, Frodo. He must never find it. And that is basically all the quotes I have for this video. That's a lot of quotes, I know. But I figured I might as well do that for my birthday, because I'm very busy today, so I can't do much at all. I'm squeezing a little video. But still, I figured this is a really good thing to do for a birthday video, because I don't really do these ones I think last year I did like a reaction video, but this one I really feel like it's cool to do some really cool things. And because of that, I think I'm probably going to do the outro a little differently this time, and not my regular accent. So that's really all I can say about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried my best. The Scottish accent I'm still working on, trying to get it to work very well. It's hard. It's very hard, but I figure I might as well do that, because it's quite fun to just see that. If you want to see more of this kind of thing, let me know. It'll be hard though. I might do a challenge video where I speak in one accent the entire video. Let me know if that's something you'd like me to do, because I will do it. This is really fun. I really enjoyed this one. I'm definitely thinking of doing this again. Basically doing different accents in different videos, like talking just like that in one video, because it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. I really do appreciate the support. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe for more videos like this and other great content. And I'll be back next time with another video. Alright? See ya.